Alright then, hello everyone. As promised, I thought I'd upload a video talking about Ghost in the Shell First Assault Standalone Complex, which is a bit of a lengthy name, isn't it? But basically I'm a huge Ghost in the Shell fan. A few people have noticed that I have a Ghost in the Shell Motoko Kusanagi themed keyboard. So it's safe to say I'm a fan. I'm playing as Barto at the moment, who's sort of basically his skills a rocket launcher in his arm. Now cock. Usually I do quite well. I might be about to do horrible based on that start. This is obviously completely unscripted. Okay, that even sings out for a start. Let's get this bad boy out, shall we? And that should be another one. There we go, I'm 2 for 1. Oh, cock. What the tits? I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I should get an assist for that. So basically what it is there's all the characters of the Section 9 team, and they all have individual skills, whether that's... I don't know how he didn't just die. Whether that's the likes of, say, invisibility or strength or rocket launchers in your arms or sentry guns, etc, etc. Don't know how that was a headshot. It's a Nexon game, which is a bit worrying, isn't it, really? And it kind of feels like one. That being said, as I say, I'm a huge Ghost in the Shell fan, and I am actually really enjoying it. I'm currently playing as sort of an SMG run and gun style thingy-mabobby. I suppose for those of you that may not have played this game at all or know anything about it, it's basically actually I hate to say it's like Call of Duty, but it's a bit like Call of Duty, which I'm not a fan of. But imagine Call of Duty sort of combined with a few elements of the likes of Counter-Strike, as far as things are a bit more skill based. Like if I shoot at this wall, you can see the spray isn't Call of Duty tier spray. Like you can't just point and one-shot someone. Like you actually have to be able to track them and, you know, aim at their toes, from the nose to the toes, I suppose is the best way to describe it, as you're running around. And you should also pay attention as you go around the corners, because I'm not really playing that well, so I apologise, but I'm probably going to upload this video anyway, because it probably gives a more accurate representation of what the game's like. And that was such a panic play. And the assist, amazing, that bumps me up to top of the scoreboard. So I suppose I'm not doing horribly, but just talking and thinking at the same time isn't a skill of mine. I'm quite good at talking and just talking garbage, but not particularly good at actually talking and saying something at the same time. Something with meaning, for example, like I did just then. And I am so boned. One of these guys is going to throw a nade. I'm hoping. Let's sugar peak, shall we? That should get him. Nice. The assist is real. And that'll finish him off. So yeah, I like to play a very aggressive character. Oh, and he was invisible. That's why I missed his head. But basically the way the game works is over time you build up your ability, which you can see in the bottom left there. So you can't just use it on cooldown, and perfect timing, thank you Kusanagi. But basically when you hit level 2, which is basically 2 full charges, you become... Who's going to get dinked? No, apparently not. You are able to share said charges with other people. So if I get a level 2 ability, other people can use it, and it also doubles my use. So I did a crap job explaining that, didn't I? A good example is, with me, if I get level 2, my rockets will shoot 2 rockets rather than 1 rocket. And it will also allow others to use that ability, I believe. This is really not a range I want to be fighting at. Hit registration, 10 out of 10. So I'm going from top to mid, and I'm going to blame talking for that. But the point is that right now, actually I might save it for level 2 to demonstrate the demonstrate how bad at the game I am. All in all, though, it does unfortunately, it feels a little bit cheap and nasty. Has some fun mechanics. Is, I think, quite true to the Ghost in the Shell series. For those of you who don't know, it's one of the, I'd argue, most famous animes ever made. There's a couple of movies and 2 or 3 TV shows now, I think. As in TV series, I should say, not individual shows, that kind of all link into one another. But yeah, it stays quite true. Lots of the characters make sense. You know, you can see elements of, well, videos from the anime are quite alive and present in the game. So I don't know. I think it's good fun. And in all honesty, the thing that people are probably forgetting is that this is currently an early access game on Steam, and it's costing $5. Oh, I need to shoot this thing before it gets to me. Oh, Dickens. Toss that one, shall we? And now I have level 2 up on my rocket launcher, so I'm going to use that. If I manage to get it off, you'll see that it fires 2 rockets rather than 1. Oh, man, I'm going downhill, aren't I? Yeah, I'm no longer positive, which is a shame. But I've just got a shared skill of super speed from the young Jimmy, which allows me to run fast and shoot people. I don't know if I still have it. No, I don't. You'll see a lot of people running around with their melee out. Oh, and that's a tasty glitch. Running around with their melee out when they have super speed, because you can one-shot people with your right click if you get close enough to them, which makes it quite an appealing ability, I suppose. But right now I can't find anyone. This is usually a highly contested area, but evidently today... Oh, you've got to be dicking me. Please. Oh my gosh, let's pretend that never happened. That was dreadful. I haven't really done much burst fire stuff at this stage, so I don't really know whether it's a particularly effective method over long range. I'd rather just like go for the nose to toes, as I say, because that does work quite well at most ranges. The spread is close enough. Oh, what was I aiming at? The spread is close enough that it's quite feasible to try and just pull down. You just, I suppose your playstyle is hugely dependent on the equipment you're using. Like, let's pick up his gun. So this is obviously I think it's an M4A1 is what they advertise this as. So using this, obviously you want to go more long range. I know he's there. Oh, and yeah, I'm smished, aren't I? We win! Yeah. that was a pretty garbage game on my behalf. But I think it gives a good, I don't know, example of a few of the different skills and how to play. Well, not how to play, but what it looks like, what roughly, I suppose, one play style is. And as you can see here, it's kind of, I don't know, a bit next-ish, like all of these expensive items. Like, let's go have a look at this. So I've unlocked this item, which now I have to wait for the statistics to come up before I can even go back to the lobby to have a look. And it's got the stats, and I went neutral, so that's okay. 22 assists. I always seem to get so many assists. I think it's because a lot of people don't realise how strong grenades are, and how easy it is to throw grenades and win. But let's have a look. So if I go to this one and customize, I should be able to unlock this new site for 9.9, which I will buy. And then I will save changes, so it's saved now. And then we'll go back to the game, which I have to wait for 16 seconds, and then it'll do this weird drop thing where you run around like you can see through walls to learn the maps and whatever. And there isn't a team balance currently, which I think is a little bit broken, personally. Occasionally you'll get like 4v10s. Not really, I think it's 4v8 is the maximum or something, but it's a bit rough. Which might be what we're about to witness. So this is what they call a dive, so it's like you spawning in or whatever to the level. And basically before the game you get to run around and learn the map a bit while people connect, as you can see down the bottom. So they've got 3 now, and we've got 6, which is just garbage for them. And I don't think there's a team swap button. No, it doesn't look like there is, so I don't think you can actually swap teams yet. I might be completely wrong. But now we're at 6v4, which still, like, it's a pretty significant difference when you've only got 10 players, isn't it? But that's alright. And then we begin. Now I've never used this side before, so this could be interesting. I'm going to actually turn around and run to the right. And try and get a better angle on the kids. They should in theory be coming from just about there. I'm actually going to completely ignore that. Oh, well, cock and doodle doo. What was he doing there? So there's a people metagaming. I might actually show one of the other weapons in 1 second, because this is quite a popular place for them, as you can see. So F1, F2 and F3 are to change your loadout. So let's go to my sniper class, which is obviously a long range intention. And usually people will... Ooh, I'm about to be dinked on, aren't I? Let's see what I can do. Oh, cock. Oh, this cheeky bugger. No, this one here. No. Getting stolen all around town. Let's see if we can catch someone out coming out of their spawn. No. I think, in all honesty, I might just end this video now, because I am not on point. I want a 0 for 2. I'm playing like garbage, but you never know. You never know, I might have some godlike spree that I initiate in 1 second. Oh, there's someone.
Setting in a cedar drone.
The enemy is using an armor.
Well, at least I can point and click vaguely right. Let's go for the flank again, shall we? See if we get lucky. Where are they? They're not here. Oh. They're there. Hit markers. The dream. There we go. The animal launcher is apparently ready. Okay, maybe I will keep this because apparently I'm dinking kids right now. That's their spawn there, so it's really not the best place to be getting super aggressive on. It's okay, we're locking them down pretty solidly right now. I suppose this is basically the equivalent of spawn camping in this, isn't it? Yep. I suppose that's what you deserve for trying to up your KD in their base. Let's go back outside. I'd really like to show the animations with the melee because they are actually quite impressive. But there we go. Took a while, but she got there, didn't she really? Reflexes are everywhere. Oh. Perhaps not. This video's been going for 16 minutes now. I might cut it off at 20. 20's a long video, isn't it? But, you know, I'd say what I'm showing you is remotely not super boring, maybe. Oh, the jukes. Worth. Don't even care. Let's go this way, shall we? It's kind of a warehouse over here. One thing I'm not particularly impressed with this game is the level design. It feels a bit cheap and rushed. I mean, I suppose that's fair enough. It's early access. Maybe they'll increase the challengingness of the design over time, and this is probably the worst map by far as well. So it's probably a good map to show to demonstrate that, you know, some of it feels a bit rushed. I would have had that as well. But you know what? It's okay. I don't mind. It does feel like Ghost in the Shell. It's what I imagine the Ghost in the Shell world would feel like. You know. Okay. Just trying to roast some falls. Unsuccessful. Oh, strength. That's nice. Nice little cheeky buff. Oh, there's a Nosk. There's a double. There's a triple, baby. Let's go for a quad. Second there. No. I would like to skill sync with these guys though. Apparently not. Oh. That's right. There's a neat triple. And there goes his head. Got messed up. I feel like this is one of those games that you just wish you ran a fraction faster, you know? Spawn campers are sissies. I agree, but yuck. Maybe in the comments below, to my faithful subscribers, those of you that are interested, I suppose, in the continuing quality of my videos, is this too long, going for the 20-minute mark for a gameplay video on a game that I know most of you probably aren't even remotely interested in? If so, I will stop making them. I have a couple of videos this time. I do understand. Oh, I hit markers. Double. A double, baby. Because I feel like, I don't know, most of my videos usually are quite short, aren't they? Like, you know, 2 or 3 minutes with some funky music playing and, I don't know, me being not particularly interesting. But I suppose the reality is, those videos, if nothing else, cheeky bugger. Can we get the double? I'm hopeful. me off. Makes me sad. Well, I just tried to pull my knife out with my CSGO keys. Yeah, except for like my tech reviews and that kind of thing. I suppose rarely do my videos hit 20 minutes, even then, which I have done here. Oh, the dream. Invisibility. They know. Somehow I still managed to get skill sync off of that. That's okay. Let's go for some cross mid rockets, shall we? There we go, we win! Hooray! 21 minutes. It's a long ass video. Alright then, thanks for watching. I might try and put out a couple more videos just with some more interesting gameplay, but I feel like I've kind of covered a bit of the basics in my opinion. I'd say worth $5 as an early access game, but you know, each their own. For a lot of people, it won't suit her at all. Anyway, peace.